Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to a Tuesday edition at the Siberian Wind. My name is Tammy, and I will be your quilt enchantress this evening. Thank you. Welcome in, everyone. Glad you're here. I see Chloe and Judy and Susan and Ellen and Joyce and Nikki and Laura and who else? Who else is here? Linda is here as well. I'm glad you guys are all here. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the last official live before Halloween. So of course we went light last week, so we have to go a little dark this week. So with that being said, thank you. Thank you. I'm getting compliments on my outfit. It doesn't fit quite right this year, but that's okay. We will make do. The makeup is a lot better than it was last year. So, what we are going to do tonight. Are you guys ready for some magic? I'm ready for some magic. We are going to have some magic tonight. Hi, Pat. Welcome in. Laura says it's strange you pay for high-speed internet for my husband's job, but I feel like I'm way behind. I hear ya. So part of that is also a delay because when I broadcast, there's a 30-second delay between what I say and when you guys hear it or see it. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Joy. She says she just shared my channel. We are under 170 away from hitting that 1,000 subscriber mark. So we are still trying to get there. Thank you, everybody. Love the costume. Thank you, Susan, Laura. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So we are going to make some magic tonight. Are you with me? Are you ready for some magic? I know I am. So we are actually going to be sewing with Christmas fabric. It breaks my heart. It truly does. This is Halloween, and we are sewing with Christmas fabric. But I must power through. So, I have some things already pre-cut, and we're going to work with the pre-cut. Chloe says she is ready for some magic. Good deal. I'm gonna see if I can keep my voice in this low range tonight. We're just gonna see. We're just gonna see. So I'm not going to tell you what we are going to make because it is going to be a surprise and it is going to be a very magical one. But what you will need is you will need 3 pieces of fabric. One of those can be something different and the other 2 can be the same. But either way, however you do it, you need 3 pieces of fabric. So, let's see, I need some magic. I'd like for all my quilts in progress to be completed. I know, right? Oh, it was good, Susan. Thank you for asking. Hi, Janet. Welcome in. Yes, it would be a miracle, Laura. You're absolutely right. Okay, so this is a Christmas fabric. Am I going to press it? No. No, I am not. It is going to go the exact way that I've got it. This is a width of fabric cut of fabric. And just to measure it out real quick, we've got 24, almost 27 inches. Okay, so 27 inches by width of fabric. Okay, that is one piece. The other piece that can be from the same fabric, if you so choose. I have a lot of these projects here, so I have a lot of them to make. So I don't know which ones we're going to do next. Call the quilt elves, Laura, and when they are done, send them my way up. My turn. My turn. I have too many quilts ready to be quilted. My turn. Okay. I'm going to be a little selfish tonight. All right, so this is another width of fabric piece. Okay, that's backside. My Christmas fabric is already being used for presents. That is okay. This one has presents on it, so it is the present. So this fabric, so you have one piece already that is 27 inches wide by width of fabric. This one is about 9, okay? So 27 and 9, and these can be the same fabric. They can be different, but they can be the same. The other fabric is also width of fabric, and this is 2 inches. I know this one because I cut this one myself. Now, this white fabric is a lot longer than any of my other fabrics. This is the only fabric that we're going to press in advance. So I have not pre-done any of this. So let me grab my camera range so you guys can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to move the keyboard out of the way. That way I don't accidentally keep hitting things on the keyboard. Oh, all right. So you guys are going to get to see me over here and over here. Let's see, least productive year. That's okay, Laura. You've had a medically productive year. Do you have the quilt elves? I desperately need them. I hear you. All right. So your 2-inch wide piece of fabric, and guys, let me know if you can't hear me. Hi, Sylvia. Welcome in. She's doing a Halloween project and will be late. Is that bad? At least you're early for Christmas. Yes, I am early for Christmas. That is exactly what I am. Okay, so this 2-inch wide piece, we are going to fold it in half, lengthwise, okay? So we're not folding it this way, we are folding it this way. So that's what you're gonna see me pressing. I am going to try to yell a little bit so you guys can hear me for sure, because I didn't move the microphone. So if my voice sounds a little funny, that's why. It's not anything intentional. Hey, yay, Joyce, you have a raffle ticket for April. Yay. Guys, that I did not start a goal for tonight, but please, 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 if you want to get your raffle tickets in, this is the last live of October, and it is time to get those raffle tickets in. The sooner, the better. Nikki says that she just took the dogs out. I love your outfit. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am going to be your quilt enchantress tonight, and we are going to have a magic trick as well as a surprise project. Now, some of you may guess the project after this next step, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if you have the magical touch. Susan says that she understands that, Laura. Mine has been less, but not like yours. You're still in my prayers. Mine was because having so much of my stuff packed for the renovation for so long. Yes. Packing, medical, all of that puts everybody behind. Hey, Stella, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. We are doing a surprise project tonight. Okay, so that is our 9-inch wide piece. And again, I didn't press it. Am I going to worry about that? No, I am not. That is our 2-inch piece folded in half. There we go. Nikki, you now have a raffle ticket for April. Congratulations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, and this is our 27-inch by width of fabric piece. All right. There we go. Susan is joining in. Got a raffle ticket for April. Yay. That's awesome. All right. So here's the challenge. Okay. So I'm going to take this end and line this end up because I know this piece is huge and it's going to just hang off the edge anyway. So I'm going to line up. So we have our folded edge away from us and we have our cut edge closest to us. And we're going to line that up along the cut edge of our 9-inch piece. Actually, I'm going to swap directions. I like the way I press this a little bit better this end because I know this piece is going to be really long. I don't know for sure that I will have all the length that I need. Now this is hanging off my table. We're just going to work around that because I could just go around the corner and set it up where it won't hang off, but it's fine. It's fine. All right, so we've got this right side up. This fabric is right sides out. So you fold it wrong sides together. You want the pretty sides out. And this last fabric that's with the fabric as well, we are going to put it wrong side down. Yes, you did, Joyce. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. She said she had to get us started. I appreciate that. All right. So you guys are going to see some magic tonight. However, you're also going to see something you've never seen me do. We are going to cast a spell. Let's see, I'll be on a cruise for the beginning of April. I'm not certain of the dates yet. That's okay. You do not have to be present to win. Oh no. Nightbot got you, Laura. Oh my goodness. There we go. Let's see if I can view it. There we go. Oh, all the hearts. Okay. Yes, yeah, you have survived because of us. I'm glad that we can help you survive. That is awesome. That is so awesome. Okay, so you guys have not seen me use one of these in I don't know how long. This is a straight pen. It does have a glass ball head to it. It doesn't matter if it has a glass ball head to it, but that's what mine has. I like the glass ball head pens. Okay. I am going to run a pin every 3 or 4 inches or so. And we are going to pin this all together. Hey, Judy Neighbors, welcome in. She had to finish cleaning up dinner. I hear you on that. Oh, Pat, you are guessing early. You know exactly what's going on. And Laura, yay, you have joined the raffle ticket crew for the night. That's fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all are all getting raffle tickets. I love it. So yes, this will be a pillowcase. So if you've not seen this method before, this will be brand spanking new to you. If you've seen this method before, it's going to be old news. But you're going to see me use pens. When do you ever get to see me use pens? I'll answer that for you. It's almost never. So you guys are getting to see me use pens on this project. A burrito pillowcase. I made a bunch last week, says Nikki. Ah! So you guys are ahead of the game. You guys are ahead of the game. See, I figured as soon as you guys saw how I was layering this down, you would know exactly what I'm doing. You would know exactly. And I was right. I was right. I'm trying to think. Maybe it was Cotton Cuts. Not Cotton Cuts, that Quarter Shop maybe. I don't remember. Somebody put out the directions for it recent, or they put it out, and these are basically their measurements too. I'm sorry, I didn't use emojis, just exclamation points. That's okay, Laura, that is okay. I'm not mad, I'm just laughing because Nightbot got you. That's all it is. Ah, the magic pillowcase. Yes, it is the magic one. It is very magical. Chloe says she's never seen me use pens. I know, right? I very rarely ever use pens. And there is a reason for that. Because the amount of time that it takes me to pin, I feel like I should just go ahead and be sewing. Well, all sewing does not work that way. As much as it pains me to say, not all sewing works that way. Ellen says she saw it on Shabby Fabrics on YouTube. Yes. There's a lot of places out there that have the same pattern and same technique. This is a great one if you guys are looking to create gift bags for Christmas. Instead of going through all of the shenanigans to make lots of different sizes of gift bags, you could just make some pillowcases. And then once you're done using the pillowcases as gift bags, the recipient can then use it as an actual pillowcase. And they will remember your sweet, sweetheart. All right, is it free on American Patchwork and Quilting website for the 1 million pillowcase challenge? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I do remember doing that years and years and years ago. Okay, so if you haven't seen it before, what you basically do is we're going to roll up this 27-inch piece fabric. We're going to roll that up. But one thing that I like to do, instead of actually rolling it, I fold it. My message was just to say thank you for all the prayers. Yes, I truly believe I'm here today because of them. My heartfelt thanks to everyone that sent up prayers for me. Absolutely, Laura. You had everybody was asking about you and checking in on you and all of that. And so we were all really, really excited to see you getting back on your feet and able to get back in the chats and come join us again because we all missed you. We all missed you. All right. I make pillowcases for charity and Christmas gift bags. Yes, Judy. See, you got the spirit. We are doing this as a gift bag kind of thing. So, you know, once it's done, it's being used as a gift bag, it can then be used as an actual pillowcase. So I find that rolling mine is really hard on my hands. I do not have an easy time of rolling fabric since my surgery. So I find folding it works just as well. Just as well. All right, so now that I've got it folded and it's tucked up out of the way enough, you want to make sure that you're going to have enough sewing room. I take my pins out one by one and I repin this other end of this fabric. And this is the 9-inch fabric. So you fold the 9-inch fabric over your rolled up 27-inch piece. So your 27-inch piece is just, it's going to be caught in the sewing, but beyond that, it's just hanging out in there. It's not attached to nothing except for this one seam. Oh, you guys are so awesome. You guys are so awesome. We're all going to have to meet someday. You know that, right? You know that? I am still working on my quilt, my Road to California plans. It's still up in the air. I'm looking at hotel costs. I'm looking at travel costs because I'm driving. I'm not flying to to Road to California. I don't know why I keep trying to call it Quilt Wyoming. Quilt Wyoming is not that far away from me. Quilt Wyoming is a lot closer than Road to California. And Quilt Wyoming will be in the summer next year. Pat says she's planning on making some for the great grandkids. She made the cases years ago, maybe last century. Oh, you're so funny. I love that. That's okay. That is okay. You don't have to make them, you know, all the time. But this is a great beginner project. There is a total of 5 seams in the entire magical pillowcase. You're going to sew this seam here in just a minute. Once we get all these pins in place, I hate doing the pinning part. I hate doing it. I hate doing it. Anytime that I can bypass it, I do. But we're not going to bypass it tonight. We're just going to go ahead and suck it up and deal with it. Because the best magic spells do require some kind of sacrifice. If we want to achieve something, we have to sacrifice, right? Isn't that what they all say in the movies? Is for, you know, the enchantment or the magic spell to work, we have to sacrifice. All magic comes at a price. Nikki says she'd love to go to QuiltCon next year. If hubby is well enough, I might look into it. Yeah, that would be fun. I won't be able to make QuiltCon. I know that one. I will not be able to make QuiltCon. But I might make, I'm still hoping that I manage to make Road to California. That is still a goal. That is still a plan at the moment. All right, having to adjust the camera real quick. Yes, Judy, thank you, thank you. She's reminding everybody, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Please, please, please hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate it. My channel really, really appreciates it. Ellen says she's not a fan of pinning either, but it really is effective. But yeah, I am. That's why I pin. It's effective. I know, I know. If I go to QuiltCon, it's going to be out this direction, like Arizona. Like if they do it back out in Phoenix again, I will probably be there at that one if I can afford to go. But yeah, I can't afford to travel to the East Coast. That's a little bit far for me. Far for me. I can't talk. I can't talk. All right. So now that you have your pillowcase pieces pinned, our magic trick pinned, um, we are going to sew a 1/4 inch seam allowance. So the same seam allowance we do for all of our quilt piecing, that's what we're doing for this. This is the hardest part. When I taught my kids to do pillowcases last week, this was the hardest part for them, is trying to maintain a 1/4 inch seam allowance. But this is all good. Joyce says she did the thumbs up on the way in. Perfect. So this pillowcase really is super fast and easy, but especially when you have someone who is not familiar with a 1/4 inch seam, this is one that they could actually practice on. And it's a little bit more forgiving. They don't have to be 100% accurate. The more accurate they are, the easier it's going to look, or the better it's going to look, but it's not going to be the end of the world. Absolutely not the end of the world. Oh, you guys are so awesome. After the arms and legs I spent on my car, not sure how now if I can go to Road to California. I hear you on that, Susan. I am still paying off my brakes on mine. So yeah, I get you. I get you. I still have to go. I have 2 trips coming up that we have to take that are medical trips, and they're for Mr. Siberian Wind. So I don't know how I'm going to be able to afford it, but I am putting money aside to see if I can. Hi, Donna. Welcome. Yes, happy Halloween. Oh, you missed the entrance. The entrance was fun. The entrance was so fun. I am your quilting enchantress, Donna. Let's see. Aw. Judy and Laura spreading the love back and forth in the chat. You know, you two should get a room. Just kidding. Oh. Oh. Let's see. Let's see how far we can get with this. I think we can get this pillowcase done tonight. What do you guys think? Do you think it's magical enough of a night? I think it's magical enough of a night. I have gotten the chemo quilt sewn, the blue quilt that you guys have been watching me work on. That is completely sewn. I just need to finish pressing the top. And my client, the client who is the son of the recipient, I sent options for the back of the chemo quilt, like what fabric to use for the back. He chose the Wonder Woman fabric, and I think that is so special. So our chemo patient lady, cancer patient lady, is going to be getting Wonder Woman fabric, flannel Wonder Woman fabric on the back of her chemo quilt. So I'm super excited about that. Super excited. Yes, I agree, Susan. Laura, you do mean so much. You really do. You are always sweet when you come into the chat. You never have a mean word to say. You are always uplifting. And so we just want to pay that back to you any way we all can. Hey, Jess, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Happy spooky magic day. Your quilting enchantress is leading you on the quest tonight to create a magical pillowcase. All right, so because I have so much extra of this white that is my accent, the 2-inch wide piece of fabric, I'm just going to go ahead and cut it off even with my thread. I don't need the extra. We're not going to keep it. Absolutely, Ellen. You can't keep a good woman down. You are so right. We might have to put the puppy to get down. Ugh. Men. Boys. I don't know. I guess he would be a man. He's old. He's getting there. He'll be 7, so he'll be 42. Yeah, he's hitting his midlife crisis. The puppy is, yes, wandering around. Okay, so here's the first magic trick. All right, so we have our pillowcase all rolled up and all sewn. So now we're going to reach inside and we are going to start unstuffing our burrito. Nikki's planning a trip with friends to Gulf Shores in May. I miss Gulf Shores. Plus a cruise with mom and sister in April. I may not have any money to do QuiltCon. Yeah, you know, sometimes family's more important. Hey, Yadira, welcome in. Glad you're here. Yeah, family trips are wonderful and they're great to spend time with everybody, but then they take so much time away from our quilting. I don't think family understands our need to quilt, our need to enjoy quilting related things. Oh, but Gulf Shores is so pretty. I haven't been at Gulf Shores in several years now. I was not the beach person though. If my complexion doesn't tell you, I'm not the beach person. All right. So we're getting it pulled through. All right. Oh, okay. So now our pillowcase unfolds. So I'm going to go back to the iron and we are going to press this to make everything else a lot easier. And I'm also going to get my rotary cutter, which I'm going to have to reach for. And yeah, we're going to press this. All right. Let me grab the rotary cutter while I'm thinking about it. All right. I kind of have like an L-shaped setup going on. And my sewing machine is at one station, the ironing station, and then my cutting table is actually further around, but I brought it up here for tonight so you guys could see this and not have to struggle to see it. Oh my goodness. That's the positive thing about being a hand quilter. Take one with me to quilt during quiet down. Yeah, I am not a hand quilter. I can't do that. But I am a pattern designer, so what I do during downtime is I actually work on my patterns. So I don't hand quilt, and I don't take hand quilting to work on, but I do work on patterns while I have downtime. Judy Neighbors says she's going to be in Fort Morgan end of May and June. Ooh, that would put y'all close to each other, I think, right? Because Fort Morgan is in Florida, right? If I'm not mistaken. Y'all feel free to correct me if I am wrong. Feel free to correct me. Aww. I think we do, Laura, but thank you so much for saying that. Because all we want is the best for everyone in here. And you are definitely included in that. We always want the best for you and for everyone else in my chats. Let's see. Oh, Fort Morgan is in Alabama. Okay. I mean, I knew it sounded familiar, but I just couldn't place it being in Alabama. I have a friend that's going down to spend time with another friend. They're going to winter down in Dothan. They live up here, but they're going to winter down in Dothan. Oh, Rayanne says it's in Colorado. Well, no, there's a Fort Morgan in Alabama, apparently. There's a lot of Fort Morgans. Fort Morgan is a fairly common name, but I just didn't remember there being one in Alabama. I remember there possibly being one in Florida. I just didn't remember one being in Alabama. Oh, and welcome into the chat, Ryan. Glad you're here. Glad you made it. Oh, all right. We have got this pressed out enough. At least the Fort Morgan that I know, says Rand. Yeah, there's a lot of them. When you get the witch hat, it's folded to fit the mailer, so you'll have to fluff it out. That is perfectly fine. I am looking so forward to that. I'm so looking forward to that. Oh my gosh. So guys, my Secret Santa sent me some stuff. And like she sent me, oh my gosh, this little it's you put a tea light down here and put wax or something in the cauldron. So it's a little wax warmer, tea light warmer. And she sent me this beautiful, beautiful haunted house card. It's like 3D, guys. Like there's like 5 layers to this card. So it came like that and it just pops out. So she sent me that. She sent me some more syringe pens. So, there we go. Let's put it on the camera so you guys can see. So it's a little pen, writing pen. It looks like a syringe. So she'd already sent me 3 in September. She sent me 3 more this month. And she sent me some fabric and some other really, really cute things. And she made something for me. It's like a book holder and it fits my planner perfectly. So now I will have my planner in a Halloween themed holder all year long. I can't wait to start using it like regularly. So she sent it from Casper. It went from Casper to Cheyenne. It came from Cheyenne back to Casper, then back to Cheyenne, then to Colorado, then back to Cheyenne and back to Casper. And then it went to Montana and then back to Casper. So she sent it and it took 7 days for it to arrive. And my mailbox, she sent it from my post office that my post office box is in last month, and it went all over the map. This time she sent it from a different post office in town, and it still went all over the map before it came back. I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up. Yes, early morning and dusk. Where am I at? Our son takes on vacation every year to pay me back for taking care of his kids while they work. I think he just loves us to go. Oh, that's awesome. And we're going in early May and rent a condo on the beach. Hubby and I love walking on the beach in the morning. Okay, early morning and dusk. Okay, that makes sense. Amazing how mail travels more than I do. Yeah, this mail went. Okay, so where it went in Montana is 4.5 hours from here. Where it went in Colorado is about 4.5 hours. So 9 hours going from one end to the other. It's messed up. It's really messed up. Okay. So now that we have this pillowcase done to this point, I have it folded in half with a pretty side out. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. This is the fold side. So on the cut side or the selvage side, we are going to cut this so that this is 20 inches across from the fold to the cut. Okay. Because my cutting mat is so small, I do have to fold it in half in order to be able to do that cut. And I am going to use the markings on my mat because they are close enough for government work. They're even closer than the post office for government work. And so we're just going to cut along the 20-inch line. And once I line it up, there we go. French seams, yes, we are going to do French seams. Absolutely. All right. And my cutting mat is on my ironing board surface, which is really soft. So it's kind of moving around a little bit. And I do not have 1 inch that doesn't include selvage. So those are going in my, I'm getting rid of them. No wonder the U.S. Postal Service is having financial issues, right? Absolutely they are. Absolutely. All right, now this direction, this is my fold still. I just unfolded it from where I just cut. So this direction is 20 inches. We want it to be 27 this way. So this is our sewn, this is our top piece, the 9-inch piece. So it's a finished edge already. So we're gonna measure from this edge this way to get 27 inches. And because of the way that my mat is set up, what I'm going to do, my mat is only 23 inches long. So I am going to put 3 inches of my ruler off the mat, and I'm going to line my pillowcase up with that. And I'm going to fold it in half this way so that I can cut through all the layers at one time. And that is approximately 27. We're close enough at this point. All right. And I normally don't work on a moving cutting table. Susan, if I mail something in my little town, it goes to Nashville, Atlanta, and back to Chattanooga before it comes back to Soddy Daisy. It's crazy, but that's the mail route for our city. Yeah. So, like, we had a mail service location here in Casper that handled, or in Wyoming at least, that handled all of our mail routing. And the Postal Service just recently did away with it. And now it is just absolutely crazy. So, see, Susan says that she had a package that left Portland, Oregon, went to Seattle, then right past me to Spokane, then right past me again to Yakima, back to Spokane, past me again before it arrived. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh, by the way, if you want to do exclamation retreat in the chat, that will give you the link for the retreat for November. It is the 22nd and 23rd. You can sign up. My parents rented a condo every summer up until my dad passed away, but my brother, sister, my son, hubby, and I always love Gulf Shores. I'm really looking forward to going back down there. I don't blame you. If women were in charge, none of this nonsense would happen. We'd get it done correctly the first time, right? We would. We would. My package for my Secret Santa bypassed me 4 or 5 times. I think 5 times. Like, it came to the Casper Distribution Center to be processed out, and they still put it on a truck and sent it to Montana. Or sent it back to Cheyenne. Like, they just apparently didn't want to do their jobs. Okay, so now that we have this trimmed, it is 20 inches across this way, and it is 27 inches down this way. If you want to pin this, pin it. Am I going to pin this? No. I only pin when I absolutely have to. So we are going to stitch up the 2 cut sides. So our top edge of our pillowcase is already complete because it's already folded over. It's already fabric, it's already folded over. But we are stitching with wrong sides together, okay? We are not stitching with right sides together, we are stitching with wrong sides together. That is as it's intended. I promise it is. I promise you it is. All right. Let's see. And my microphone is shaking like crazy when I'm sewing. So please let me know if there's too much noise, like if it's picking up too much stuff, because I can't hear the feedback. So you guys have to help me with that. You guys get to help. I love these sleeves on this dress. I love the sleeves. Oh, I wonder if I should copy these sleeves for my quilt coat. I might have to see if I can do that. What do you think? What do you think? My quilt coat is going to have a hood, and it's going to be a padded hood. So, like, it's going to stand up on its own. Like, I won't have to necessarily pin it in place. It will stand. But, oh my gosh, if I could get this, I don't know if I can get them to drape like that, though, with quilt material, with a quilt layered with it. I don't know if it'll drape, but oh my gosh, that would be so much fun if I could. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to go ahead and sew off the edge, because it doesn't matter. So I'm just sewing off the edge. Nicole, I only tell the truth, sister, right? But it is true. It is so true. It is so true. Never send a man to do a woman's job, says Ellen. 100%. 100%. Absolutely. All right. And so I've sewn the long side, the 27-inch side. So now I've got it flipped, and I'm sewing the 20-inch side of the bottom. So obviously not the decorative side. Maybe with silk batting. I'm not buying silk batting for it. I actually have fusible fleece, and that's what I'm going to use because I don't want to necessarily worry that any of my pieces are going to come loose after I've washed it like 15 million times. So I am going to use fusible fleece on the back of the quilt top. That is going to be my batting. I'm going to quilt it, and then I'm going to start assembling it. So I still have to cut the new size out too. That's on my to-do list, but it is not to do today. I have to get that other quilt on the frame tonight. So that is my task after this live. All right. So now we've got basically a right side out pillowcase, but we have the seams showing. So in order to fix that, we are going to turn it wrong sides out, and we're going to stitch a quarter. Actually, I'm going to trim this one corner because it will not want to lay flat, and you just want to make sure not to cut into your seam. You don't want to cut into your stitching. You just want to cut away just enough so that you can turn that corner and make it sharp. Joyce, can you imagine if a man had to actually birth a child? The world would cease to exist. Oh my gosh, so right, Laura. So right. Susan says the biggest problem with mail here is there's only one processing center in Eastern Washington up in Spokane. It's ridiculous. So, okay. So that's kind of the thing too. We had a processing center here and it's still a distribution center, but they took all of the scanning and all of that away from them and sent it off to Colorado. So we don't have a center here in the state of Wyoming anymore, and it is desperately, desperately affecting our mail. Now, if you are a perfectionist, which I am, but I'm not that much of a perfectionist, but if you are a perfectionist, after you get this turned wrong sides out, and you've got your little corners pushed out, which I'm going to push this one out a little bit further. After you've got your corners pushed out, go take it over the iron and give it a quick press. Press all those seams. Or if you are a new sewist, you are not, used to doing stuff with a sewing machine yet. You're not sure about your seam allowance. You're not sure you've got it down yet. Then go press it. I have my seam allowance down. I am good to go. So I'm going to start at the bottom. So we're going back the opposite way. So we've sewn one seam to attach the band and everything else to each other through here. We sewed one seam across the bottom and a third seam up the side. So that's 3 seams so far. So now we have just 2 more to go. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Susan, funny thing is our sorting center is 20 minutes away, but the routing to get back to here is ridiculous. Yes, Judy, it is. The post office is so broken right now. It is so broken. That is so awesome, Laura. She says she is still completely in love with her husband. That is so amazing. 35 years and still completely in love. Well, he's doing something right. He's doing something right for you to be that completely in love with him still after 35 years. Oh, not sick of him completely yet. Let's see. Oh, yay, Judy. You now have a raffle ticket for April. Yay. And guys, for the Super Chat raffles, you do not have to be present to win. Same thing with the Sew and Tell. If you are not able to be on that live, that is not going to affect whether or not you can win. Your entries are secure because you have either entered Sew and Tell by submitting a project that you wanted to share with the group and share with the whole world via YouTube, or you have entered a Super Chat raffle ticket through purchasing a Super Chat. So either way, you are entered. You do not have to be present to win. So please, 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 if you are worried that you're not going to be there for April and that's what's holding you back, don't worry about that. I will come find you. Believe me, I will come find you. Nikki says, you're very lucky. I love my hubby too. We just had our 20th wedding anniversary this year. I told Mr. Siberian when he owes me 20, so we're going to see if he can hold up his end of the bargain. Oh yes, they do keep raising the prices to mail things. My gosh. So shipping internationally is becoming insane. Just absolutely insane. Like not even just the normal amount of insanity. Because I mean, shipping internationally is insane to begin with. But shipping internationally now is crazy. Um, the shipping to ship, I think it was what, oh gosh, 5 something pounds to ship from here to Arizona, only, 10 bucks or 15 bucks. I mean, it was not crazy. It was not insane. I think that's how much it was. Don't quote me on that. It might have been 20. I don't know. Okay. However, shipping internationally, a 4 ounce package, 4 ounces, not even 1 pound, a 4 ounce package, soft envelope package, was going to run $70. So, yeah, shipping is absolutely crazy. Let's see. So wonderful, Laura. I'm happy for you. Andrew has me. Yes, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. The 4th of November will be our 48th wedding anniversary. I'll definitely keep him for about 50 more years. You're so funny, Judy. I love that. All right, Rayanne, if you're still in the chat, remind me again what anniversary y'all just hit. Judy says, I get it, Laura. I've been with my hubby 46 and married 42. I was 14 when I met him. Only boyfriend I've ever had. God gave me a soulmate. Yes, he did. Hey, Sherry, welcome in. Glad you're here. Oh, I am definitely feeling the winter sniffles. They're starting to hit now. My husband's been sniffling, so I think whatever he's sniffling because of, I'm catching his sniffles. It's not like I'm not feverish or anything else. I'm just sniffly. Under $10 to mail the hat to you, found mailer at Dollar Tree. Yeah, see? See? It's crazy inexpensive to mail, like, I mean, relatively inexpensive to mail through the country, but outside of the country, totally different ball game. I think that's because our postal system doesn't know which, system to use. I don't know. It's just, it was messed up. Absolutely messed up. So if you are international, I may have to barter with you in future winnings just so that I can keep the costs reasonable. Unless you want to pay my shipping for me. I'm not going to require anybody to pay my shipping ever. Like for anything you win. I'm not going to require it, but I may have to barter. You may not get what I wanted to give you just because of international. Because it's crazy expensive. It's a ripoff to mail anything. I use Pirate Ship in the US. See, I have not used Pirate Ship yet, but I may pick that up by April for the next round of giveaways because it looks like I'm going to have to. This round wasn't as bad as I thought, except for the $70 international. That was the hard one. That's the one we had to do some arrangements. Oh. Oh yeah, not every year is perfect. You are not wrong on that, Laura. Mr. Siberian Wind and I, we are only, gosh, we will hit, what will we hit? We will be at 7. Yeah, 7. No, wait. No. That's not right. We hit, gosh, what are we at now? Oh, we got married in 17. If anybody wants to do the math for me. So we've been married 8 years. So we'll hit 9 in January. And we have already had one of those. This is a really rough year kind of years. So we've already been through that together. And if you can make it through those kinds of years, there's something to be said for that. Because you both are invested in it. Can't live with something not have life happen, right? Right? Everybody's got to grow up too. Everybody's got to grow up. I mean, it's crazy. If you don't grow up in your marriage, it doesn't last. Oh, let's see. The hat to a friend in Vancouver was way more, and due to the mail strike, she won't get it hers before Halloween. Oh, that stinks. Ouch. The mail strike in Canada, they've had that before. And I know Laura Lynn was saying she wasn't even going to send anything until the mail strike was over because she didn't want anything to be stuck in limbo. So if you want anything from Laura Lynn, it's not shipping until the mail strike is over. Let's see. Joyce says she was married to her husband for 42 years when he passed away. He was my soulmate. I bet. I bet. Women tend to live longer. Why is that? Is it because we don't make stupid choices and like climb up on a ladder and have nothing to hang on to? Is it because we take better care of ourselves? I don't know. I don't know. Just random thoughts for the night. All right. So I am back stitching at the beginning and end because those will be the points that are the roughest handled. So I'm going to trim. There we go. Let's see. Oh no. Let's see. I don't know what happened. Okay. Sorry. Random thought. He's been gone 6 years now. Oh, I bet you miss him. I bet you very much miss him. Judy says, definitely agree with you, Laura. There are times I think he prefers to kill me. I could be stubborn at times. Yep. Susan says her first marriage made it to 18 years, second only 5. Yeah. See, this is my third. My first one made it 3, but really it didn't even make it 1. We were already, it was not a good match, period. I can go into a lot of details, but I won't. My first one just was never meant to be. My second lasted almost 7. And so my husband and I are now on my longest marriage. Let's see. I decided I'd never get married. Too many bad experiences. I met my husband, called my sister, and said, I just met the man I want to marry. She was surprised. I bet. Well, you have proved that you were right. You have proved that you're right. Okay, so we have magic. Let me go back to this camera. There we go. All right. So we now have a pillowcase, guys. We have a magic pillowcase. How is your quilting enchantress done tonight? Sorry. gotta ask, but yeah. So this will fit a standard pillow. If you have king size pillows, you need to increase the size. Okay. King size pillows need a bigger pillowcase. You might actually end up doing seams on both sides. Hey, Dre, just in time for the amazing jumping iron. I know. You've just missed it. I've had it running tonight. Welcome in. Any future person for me is in God's hands. I hear you on that, Susan. Nikki says when she married her hubby, he was gone during the week for work, but when he retired and we were together all the time, it was rocky, but now he's my best friend. I can't imagine life without him. Yes. Oh, he was your third and first was 5 years, second 5 months. Oh my gosh. So yeah, he was the keeper, Joyce. He absolutely was. So this fabric has pillowcases on, or not pillowcases, it has the presents on it. So this is great if you need quick gift bags. Just whip up, you're sewing 5 seams and they look absolutely fantastic. I am going to wash all of these. I've got like a couple of them already made. I'm going to wash all of them. Hey, Becky, welcome in. I'm going to wash all of them before they are used for gifts. That way, if there's anything that comes off of them, one of them is made out of glittery fabric. So yeah, it needs to be washed. Susan says she might have to find some fabric to make some. Yes. Jack is number 3, third time's the charm. Yes, Mr. Siberian Wind is my third. So he is a third time's the charm as well. He is a third. Yep, he is. All right. We did that in less than an hour, and that was with all the chatter. That is with me getting up and down, and only working on one. I've got quite a few more to do, but I will be able to chain piece them. So I can sit and line all of them up, go ahead and pin them, roll them, all of that, do all of the sewing on that first seam, do all of the pulling and all of the pressing and then all of the cutting and trimming. I can do that in batches and all of those pillowcases will be done in no time. So, with that being said, oh, thank you, Judy. I appreciate that. So, as once your fabric is cut, so you need 27 inches by width of fabric for the main, 2 inches by width of fabric for the accent, and then 9 inches by width of fabric for the band. And by the time you get it all sewn together, it makes such a cute pillowcase, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Becky says she made her great granddaughter 2 Minnie Mouse pillowcases last week. She used to. Oh, they're so cute at that age. So cute. I believe when I met my husband, it was definitely God's hand. It was divine intervention for sure. Absolutely, Laura. Okay. So with that being said, I don't have anything else I can get to easily to pull out. So everything else that I have is off in the other part of the room, or it's that quilt that I need to start pressing. And you know what? There is one thing I can pull out while you guys are here. Oh, so I sent my client the options of what fabrics. Oh, yay! Susan says she saved this video. Perfect, perfect. This is the fabric that is going on the back of my cancer quilt, my chemo patient quilt. It is Wonder Woman, and it is flannel, so it's super soft. He just said the soft one. I was like, okay, that works. I can do that. It's like, that's perfect. And then you can say, you know, you intentionally chose that it was Wonder Woman. And he's like, I like that. So the back of the blue quilt is going to be Wonder Woman. So I will do my best to line up the seam, because I am going to have to put a seam because this fabric is only 45 wide. And the quilt is 60 by 80. So, you know what? Let me pull this out. Let me show you guys what I'm going to do. And these pins do not go with the other pins. I don't have good access. Okay, we're going to lay them up there. So when I go to, let me turn this camera back on so you guys can see. There we go. So when I go to line things up, you know what? We're going to go one other place. We're going to go one other place real quick. We're going to make this sewing machine big. Do I wash the flannel first? Not this time. I won't. A lot of the fabrics in my scraps have not been pre-washed, so everything is going to get washed off at the same time. So the front and the back is all going to get washed at the same time. Sometimes I do pre-wash, but this time I won't be. I don't remember where I came across this fabric, so I can't tell you where to find it because I don't remember. So what I will do is I will take, you can take either selvage. You can take the selvage that has the white on it, or you can take the selvage that does not have the white on it. Whichever one works for you. It's entirely subjective. But what I will do is I will take one piece of fabric and lay it over the top of the other until I have things lined up in a way that looks good. So we've got it about there. So this, I'll use little stars or something. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys couldn't see that. So like I've got the Wonder Woman symbol here. I've got it here. Absolutely, Joyce. So I'm going to take and line this up on top, kind of like that. So you see I'm going to have some waste. I already know that that's going to happen. Yes, absolutely. Perfect backing for it. Yeah. So what I will do is I'll line this up and I'll just basically make sure that it's going to line up the way I want it to. And then I will take and put the selvage under, and then I will reline everything back up. So I might end up with a seam quite literally where, you know, the W matches. So like you guys can see just this little bit of seam right here. But once it is sewn and pressed, that will be a lot less visible. But I will pin this and then I will flip the extra fabric back and I will stitch along my fold. That is how I line up my print for a quilt like this. Now that means I'm going to lose a little bit on the selvage, which is okay, but it also means I'm going to lose about this much. So I'm losing about 3 inches, maybe 4 inches on the other side. So instead of having 45-inch wide fabric, I kind of have 40-inch fabric. So take that into consideration when you do something like this as to which direction you need to go with it. Of course, this is very, very directional. This is crazy directional. It's not just a pattern, it is a directional pattern. So I will want to make sure that the top reads the same direction as the top of the front of the quilt. So when I line this up on my long arm, my seam is going to run horizontal to the rails. So I'll have a rail, my quilt backing, and then another rail. So my seam is going to go horizontal to the rails. Hey, Katie, welcome in. I sure think it is. Kids called me a Wonder Woman when I came to work after my cancer treatments were done. Yes, yes, absolutely. And I feel like especially women, because we are, after the quilting, the seams disappear more. Yeah, they do. They absolutely do. And because this is flannel, I'm going to press the seams open. I did that on my other quilt too, I think. I want to say I did that on the Choose a Direction quilt as well, because I had to match the pattern on the back of that quilt as well. So I'm not worried if my seam is falling dead center of the quilt. I actually don't want it to fall dead center. If you have a seam that falls dead center in the back of the quilt, that's where somebody's going to feel it the most. So I may offset the seam and just have my extra on one side. I don't know yet. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do that just yet. I have another couple hours of pressing probably. Probably not a couple hours, but I probably have at least an hour or so of pressing, and then I've got to measure, and then I will have to measure and attach this to itself. But I will press the seams open so that it's going to lay as flat as it possibly can. But yeah, anyone who has gone through cancer treatment and come out the other side, that is amazing to begin with, because even 100 years ago, cancer was a death sentence, no matter what kind of cancer. So cancer now, if you're surviving cancer, you are amazing. And women typically get dismissed by doctors. So I love being able to celebrate women, or even this one woman at least, for going through her cancer treatment and coming out the other side. So she has been through a really tough time with the chemo treatments. She is through them, as far as I am understanding. Her treatment time was like 5 weeks, but she is still not on the other side yet. So this is still going to be able to comfort her and be exactly what her son wants it to be, which is, something to hang on to for her. And then I think her kids will also get a kick out of it, her grandkids, because she's got 2 girl grandkids and 1 boy that I know about. That's not even talking about her grandkids from other children. But my friend has 2 girls and a boy, so the girls will get to see Wonder Woman on the back of their grandmother's quilt, which I think is also special to me. So, okay. I think that's it. So we did the pillowcase. You guys have seen what I'm going to be working on after I go take this makeup off. Yeah, I definitely got to take this makeup off. It is, yeah. I have not worn this much makeup in a really long time, and my skin is itchy from it. So yeah, we are taking the makeup off. But thank you all of you for showing up tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you for everyone who did a super chat. You guys are putting me on the map with those. So thank you. The oncologist gave my husband a year or 2 with his peritoneum cancer. We hope he has longer. Yeah. I have a brother-in-law that's also now just been diagnosed with cancer and they are trying to find out how severe his cancer case is. He'll find out those results soon. I don't know all the details, but yeah, cancer is crazy, crazy common now. And I definitely hope for your sake, Nikki, that your husband has a lot longer than that. Yeah, absolutely fingers crossed. Yes, absolutely, Laura. You've been through enough. You don't need cancer too. She says that she hasn't been through a cancer treatment. Yeah, neither have I. Neither have I. I watched one brother-in-law go through it, and yeah, it's one was enough. One was enough. Oh, thank you, Judy. She says she did a YouTube hype for my video. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Those are free, my understanding, because I've hyped up a couple of other videos. And so, yeah, if you want to hype my videos, I do not mind. I do not mind. So, you guys will see me as soon as that witch hat comes in. I may do a full on live. I may just do a short. I don't know. It depends on everything else that I have going on. But you guys will get to see me in the witch hat, hopefully before Halloween Day or on Halloween Day. And I will see you guys for sure on Sunday. I will get the schedule up for November. I will get that up by this weekend. Please do not panic if the Reflections Mystery is not immediately listed, but it will be on the 15th, just like always. So we have a lot coming up in November, and I will get into that closer to actually starting November. But guys, I will see you guys later. If you've not patted some fabric, if you've not put some needle and thread to fabric, please go do so. You want the good warm fuzzies. Let's get you carried through the week, and you might see a pop-up, and I will see you Sunday if I don't see you before then. So I will see you guys later. Hey, Melissa, I apologize, but I am